Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 25 carries, 108 for the yardage, and the score, too.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game, because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Now an option play on second down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They go play action with Hurts. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper, and also a first down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Eagles come into this one in search of win number 13 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 71 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
They run again with Dowdle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Back to throw now on first down. That's to the former Bronco, Jerry Jeudy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Okay, right?
They go play action here on first down. And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Chauncey Golston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards that time.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll set up a throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now a 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Nolan Smith
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This short throw caught by Goddard.
These 2 division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there.
hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A running play. It's Dowdle.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. He'll look to throw.
Going right back to Ferguson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he works free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. 6-yard return after a punt of 48.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Right back to Tolbert. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Let's go. 52 blue.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Ready. Yellow, 43.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw.
Tolbert hauls in the out route.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. They run here with Dowdle.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on you.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Elliott on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. They'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Here's 3rd and 6.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because Those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Jalen Carter.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
This from 25 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Hurts. This one finds Wilson downfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4. Hurts going to keep it again.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. His throw incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Be incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 12-point game. Getting set to take the field.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2nd down and 6 now.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
There's the stiff arm. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second down and a yard. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal?
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
A quick throw there is incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
The kick by Elliott is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Nolan Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle and inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Eagles are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And his throw is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a throw here hauled in. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Still going.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Philadelphia, it'll be a 13th win on the year.